If you ever asked yourself, is it worth walking away from a sketch and then coming back to it, or just finishing an art piece in one go? This one is definitely for you, because I have been bouncing between this idea back and forth. As busy moms, we don't have time to just sit there and draw or work on a project for a really long time. I tend to want to just lock in, sketch, render, color block, all of that in one go. That's just how it is for me, because I tend to want to finish everything in one go because I have so little time. My thoughts have been slowly changing on this. Let me explain. I'm doing a challenge, an art challenge. You're probably gonna see it on screen here. I set a time block where I draw for a little short period because I tend to get overwhelmed and overcritical into little details. So I set a timer to make sure I do what I can. And as you watch my video, this is going to show you exact process of how long it takes me just to sketch. I go in and sometimes I have no idea what I'm drawing. So this month I'm going to go for warmth, April type of vibes. So I'm thinking like florals or even like birds maybe. But I usually might have a general theme in my head, but I don't know exactly what I'm doing. And I don't have an image when I think of something. Everything that comes out for me is when I touch pen to paper. That's when I actually see the big picture come together. It's always on pen to paper. It's never in my head. So sketching is an important process for me. My sketches are messy and rough, and I also undo a lot of stuff all the time because I put it down and then I don't like it. But if you're like me and you don't like to waste time and just go in and color block the same day, I'm going to tell you that you might want to approach this in a different way. So my current challenge is to make 5 calendars with 5 different themes. And I want them all to be slightly different. I want them all to have their own theme. And I just need to sketch them all out first. This theme for this one is basically my favorite things of the month and what I enjoy seeing in each month. I'm going to show you like little maybe videos here and there inputted of the other stuff I thought of, but more like faster clipped into here while you watch the demonstration of this video. So as busy moms, we are tired. We don't have time for everything. I've been very overstimulated in April, and I should have technically started this challenge in April because for May, I'm trying to finish all 5 calendars and also plan out shipping the products to myself and then make it available in store by the end of May, which honestly feels crazy. But this challenge isn't only to like sell things. It's very intentional about making my mental health a priority. So in April, I was so tired, so overstimulated. I'm sure anyone can relate. Like, we are just tired as a society. If you go to work or even as a stay-at-home mom, watching kids day and night, it's a lot. It's tiring. And I have been, especially in April, it has been a lot. The kids are going through something. I don't know if it's the fact that there was just a lot of rain and they were stuck in the house, plus being stuck in the house all winter. And now like the babies are learning to walk and my toddler is just having to learn to share things, becoming a big brother. It's a lot going on at once. So April was very rough. And I don't think I'm the only one in this boat. I think I've been seeing lots of videos where people are just saying they're really tired, and the way society is going on, it's a lot. But it is important to stay on track with our mental health. And my way of coping is through art. some people is through other creative practices such as sewing, crafting, doing other things. But again, it's important to carve out windows. I set this goal because I didn't have a goal in April, any goal. I didn't have a pitching goal. I didn't have build a collection goal. I have nothing. So when I was tired at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, I did not stay up to work on my mental health, hence draw. Now I've set this crazy goal of doing all this art, and I have to stay up. I have to draw. But some people might be like, well, why don't you sleep? Sleep is important. It is important. I know it's important. It's top importance. But when I don't draw for at least 2 to 3 days, I feel anxious. I feel like there's a monster stirring and I need to let it out. And that's what art is for me. Doing these challenges and creating them is my way of working on my mental health, processing the way the day is, having a form of control. If you know what it feels like to feel like there's no control in your life, having a goal in your creativity, in your creative practice, can help you work both on mental health and achieving small little steps of your goal. It doesn't have to be a big goal. If you're a writer, just lock in and say, I'm just gonna write a page for my story, for my diary, anything. I'm currently having struggles keeping writing as an everyday goal. I keep trying it and I keep failing. So right now I'm just trying to pick up my art again. And this is what this calendar goal is. It's not actually achieving all 5 calendars. Do I want to achieve them? Yes, I do. We all want to be able to look at the end of the month and be like, yes, I achieved all my goals. Is it possible we don't achieve it? Yes, it is possible. Does that make us failures? No, it does not make us failures. I am documenting this journey to see of everything, both emotionally where I'm at, but also the importance of keep going. So back to what I was saying in the beginning. Should we just sketch and then step away from it, from the project, when we know we have such little time going on and such little windows that is ours, our personal window of times, not when we're being parents, not when we're being caregivers, not when we're giving all our energy to work to a 9 to 5 or any of that. This is our let's say 30 minutes in a day that is just ours. 30 minutes might not seem a lot, but as a creative and any minute is just a fresh of breath air. What is going on is that I am currently sketching this piece, but obviously the over voice is a little bit later because I don't have time to do both filming and then doing over voice. Plus the house is sleeping. It's dark. You can tell it's dark. Hence the video might be a little boring for you, but you can just draw with me as I'm chatting. What I'm trying to say is usually my art process is sketch, block, render all in one go because I don't want to waste time, or if I'm drawing for an hour, I want to get as much done as possible. Right now I'm doing mainly sketches, then I'm going to do colors, then I'm going to render and see how much that's going to be. And this is what I'm learning right now. I actually for this calendar have done 4 months worth of sketches, and let me tell you, I don't know if I like this calendar. So what I'm going to tell you is actually what's been going on. I made sketches for other calendars. Not all of them are finished. Some of them are 3 images, 4 images here and there. Just like this one. This one's only 4 images done of sketches. But out of every one of them, I don't know if I'm feeling this one. I want to see if I color block one of them, how I feel afterwards, but it's been a day or 2 and I'm looking at my other sketches and I don't know if I want to draw these. When I was in the moment, and this is very painful for me because it's the middle of the night and I'm drawing and I'm using this time to sketch and really work on this calendar. And then the next day or two, I came back to these sketches and I wasn't feeling that. So this is why I think sometimes it's important to make a sketch and walk away. Most of the times I would color block and walk away before I put in final touches, but that's not when I was working on this many pieces for such a small time period. And actually seeing it like this is making me reconsidering my whole art process. Because sometimes I would color block things and then I would be like, well, I'm already too deep in. I don't know if I want to trash this whole piece or come back or like leave it. I should just finish it. And I would have pieces where I'm not fully satisfied with it. But now that I'm doing this calendar challenge and I'm doing all these sketches, and then I came back to this calendar, this is honestly the least calendar that I like. I still have 2 themes to sketch, so I don't know if I'm going to be keeping this theme of the calendar or if I'm just going to release less calendars. Again, this whole challenge thing isn't really about meeting the 5 calendar deadline or goal. It's more like getting my art out there and finding people that really resonate with me. So originally the idea, I loved it, but now I look back at least 2 of the sketches and I don't know if I'm feeling it, which is why I think I'm now thinking really how important it is to walk away. And people have told me that in their own art process, but again, as a person who has such limited time, I try to shove everything I can in one go, and I don't think that's been the most useful way of my time, because I'm ending up making art pieces that I do love, but sometimes I just finish for the sake of finishing because I'm too deep in the process and I just don't want to throw out a piece. And then I just have a file that's sort of there and I don't know how much I love it, but I sort of try to not force myself to love it, but see the better in it, versus if I just left it as a sketch, came back to it, and then maybe if I didn't love it, I could just rework it differently. And I think this is the most important lesson I'm learning from this sketch challenge that I'm having for the first part of this series of making all these calendars. And I'm honestly shocked by this discovery, but mainly also, I don't think I would have discovered this if I wasn't doing this much art at one go. Usually, I just focus on one illustration for like, I don't know, a week, but usually I do sketch and color block and then I focus on everything else. Or even if it's 2 to 3 days, I usually never walk away during sketch facing. Plus, I tend to keep my sketches really messy because I just want to just jump in and do the illustration. So let me tell you, if you're a busy person, and we all are, and we just want to get things done really quickly, I think it's important just all of us take a deep breath and tell ourselves we still have time. And it's okay to step away and actually really hone out that idea that you could be satisfied with. This could be in your writing. This could be in your DIY project. This could be in your sewing project, in your home decor, in your art pieces. Right now, I'm also trying to work on my little house DIY stuff. I haven't done anything else. I'm really in the planning phase. I'm currently just focusing on my calendars, but I really want to make my home mine and make it whimsy. Originally, everything was white walls. It's still white walls, but I think it's because I came from having color in the house and then being too scared to put it in now. And I think I'm at the point where I'm trying to figure out what I want without fully committing. But again, it's this whole thing of being in the planning phase. And I think for me, I haven't been too long in the planning phase during my sketches, which is why I really love this challenge. It's showing me that I need to take time in sketches and just walk away for a day and then come back. And during this time I walk away, I need to find something else to do. If you are enjoying following this journey. If this video was too boring for you, I'm so sorry, but if you stuck around, I'm so thankful. Like, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me because I am really trying to work not only on myself, on my mental health, on my house. I'm trying to live intentionally without regrets, and this is definitely one of the ways I'm doing it. If you really want to be part of this, definitely subscribe, definitely follow, and yeah, I would love to have you here. If you want to see any other videos from me, they're gonna be right here, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.